Okay, so here's something that I think is beneficial. A lot of these problems, they want you to write a different form, like they want you to write the equation of a line in a different form each time. So what I think is nice is to underline the form that they ask you for and then write the general version of it above. So like standard form is ax plus by is equal to c. All right? That way we don't lose sight of like how we want our answer to look in the end. Okay. All right. Let's do number 2. We're gonna do number 2 together. Let's save number 1 for you guys. All right. So there's a couple options we have when we're trying to handle number 2. So I have y minus 4 equals 4/3 times x plus 2. Okay. So we can start this problem one of two ways. I could start by distributing the 4/3 to everything, but then it's like, we're taking a fraction, which is, in my opinion, the worst part about the problem. Do you agree? Like dealing with fractions? Then we're taking that fraction and we're just spreading it around everywhere. Because we'd be multiplying it to two different things. So instead, I could start the problem by getting rid of the fraction. For now, I'll probably have to get a fraction in the end, but actually, no, it's standard form, so I shouldn't. So I would start the problem by getting rid of the fraction. What could I do to get rid of that fraction? Let's multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 3. So I'm going to put this in parentheses, multiply by 3. I'm going to put that in parentheses, multiply by that by 3 as well too. Okay? And then I got to be careful about how I go about doing this. Okay? So on the left side, of course, I'm going to distribute 3 to both of those terms. So I get 3y minus 12. And then on the right side, when I multiply 3 by what's there, what does that look like? Well, so I'm not actually going to multiply it by what's inside that parentheses. Right now, I have the term outside the parentheses and then multiply by the set of parentheses. What I could do is just multiply the 3 and the 4/3 together. So 3 times 4/3 is going to give me what? My 3's would cancel out there, right? So really, I would just get 4, and then I'm going to multiply the 4 by what's inside the parentheses, okay? I don't need to take the 2 to the 4th, or I don't need to multiply the 3 by the 4/3 and by the x plus 2, because there's not like a addition or subtraction sign between those two things. I don't have to distribute it to both of those. I just need to multiply it by one of those things, because by nature, it's going to get multiplied by the second. So then I would get 3y minus 12 equals 4x plus 8. All right. What do you guys want to do after that? Add 12 to both sides. 3y equals 4x. All right, so add 12, so plus 20. All right, I'm almost there. Don't lose sight of our goal. ax plus by equals c is our goal. So then what should I do after that? Take 4x away from both sides. So negative 4x plus 3y equals 20. I should show that, right? Minus 4x. No like terms to combine that with. I'm almost there. I have one step left. Yeah, I can't have my a value or my number in front of x be negative. So Molly's right. Let's divide everything by -1, which gives me 4y. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. 4x minus 3y equals -20. Okay? So in that case, I actually think getting rid of the fraction from the rip is a little easier. All right. Slope-intercept form. Okay, so right away, I'm just going to, okay, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. That's what I want my final answer to look like. Okay? So I need to work with getting it into that form. All right, which one do you guys want to do? 3 or 4?
3.
All right. Oh, that's the easy one. We'll do them both, or it doesn't matter. What do you guys want to do first? Okay, let's do number 3. What do you guys want to do first with number 3? Distribute? Okay. So y equals -5/3 x. Okay, now I have to do -5/3 times 3. What is -5/3? And I could do it off to the side. What is negative 5/3 times 3? It'd be 15/3 or just negative 5, right? So either way you want to look at it, it's totally cool. Make that 3/1, negative 15 over 3, which 15 over 3 reduces, so I would get minus 5. That one works out nicely. You could have started that one by multiplying everything by 3 and getting rid of the fraction. You'd end up with fractions later because you'd have to divide by 3, but either way is fine. Okay? All right. 4 is a little more difficult, but it shouldn't be that bad. I want to get this in y equals mx plus b, which means I need to solve for y, right? So I would subtract 3x, divide everything by 10, and then you would end up with your answer. Okay? All right, point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, now it's through those 2 points. So they don't give me a slope, and they give me 2 points. But if I look at my form, I need to know both my slope and a point. So what should I do first? What do you think? You said what? Plug in?
I don't know. One of the
I like plug in.
points.
We're definitely going to plug in some of those points for sure. Kalia, what are you thinking? Right. Let's plug in those points into y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So find our slope. That's step 1. Find slope. All right. So I'll write it. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay. We can label. So x1, y1, x2, y2. And then plug in. So y2 for minus y1, which is minus 1, equals negative 1 minus 3. 4 minus 1, 3. Negative 1 minus 3, negative 4. So my slope is going to be negative 3/4. Okay? And now I need to write the point slope form of the equation. So I just need to pick one of those points and plug it into point slope form. Which one do you guys want to use? First one? 3-1. So y minus y1, which is 1, equals m, which is negative 3/4, times x minus x1. So that would be the equation of my line. That's the form I wanted it in, so that's kind of nice. Now, if I kept going, you can multiply everything by 4, you can distribute 3/4, deal with the fractions, a couple things you could have done to get it in the slope-intercept form. But all right, well, let's do one that says slope-intercept form. So I want to get that into y equals mx plus b. All right, through those 2 points. So really similar, I should start by finding what? My slope. Okay, so m equals, I'm not going to label, so y2 minus y1, which is 3, over x2, negative 1, minus x1, which is negative 3. All right, negative 5 minus 3. Negative 8. Negative 1 minus negative 3. Close. Other way. Minus a negative turns into a plus in the bottom, so it's like negative 1 plus 3. So 2. So my slope is going to be negative 4. Okay, so then now I need it into slope-intercept form, but we should start with point slope form. So y minus y1, which, we didn't pick a point. Tell me, guys, what point do you want?
Negative 3.
All right, done. Negative 3, 3. So y minus y1, y minus 3 equals m, which is negative 4, times x minus negative 3. Minus a negative is a plus. If you guys spot that before you start writing things in, then you can just write plus, but I want to make sure you guys understand where everything comes from. I don't really need to take a step to do that, but I'll do it anyway.
What are you doing here?
I just changed the minus and negative to a plus. And then I'm going to keep going, Jillian, because I want to get it into this form, y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to have to distribute things and simplify to solve for y. What do you guys want to do first? Or what do we have to do first? Distribute. Negative 4x and then minus 12. And then what's after that? Mm-hmm. So y equals negative 4x. Negative 12 plus 3 is minus 9. Oh man, it literally just wiped out all of my work for that problem. Feels real good. Did you guys get the answer at least? Negative 4x minus 9? Brother. Okay. Yep. Hey, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good, guys. It's all good, you know? All right. Write the standard form of the equation of the line through the given points. Oh, standard form this time. Okay, so I'm going to underline this and say ax plus by is equal to c. All right. What should we start by doing? Mm-hmm. They give me 2 points, so I got to find my slope. All right, so then y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y1, x2, y2. All right. See you, dude. You just toss that out of recycling. Finish the review. We'll go over it a little bit tomorrow. All right. Negative 2 minus 2 is what?
0.
Nah.
Oh, negative.
Yeah. And then negative 4 minus negative 5? All these slopes end up being really nice. Okay, so my slope is negative 4. All right. What do I do next? I want to get the standard form, ax plus by equals c. I just found my slope.
You plug it into y minus y.
Plug it into point slope form. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Good, Jillian. Okay, so then what point do you want to use? I'll let you pick, Jillian. Negative 5, 2, or negative 4, negative 2?
Negative 5.
Done. So y minus 2 equals m, which is negative 4, times x minus negative 5. So y minus 2 equals... All right. So x minus negative 5 is really x plus 5. So we can just distribute that. So negative 4x and then minus 20. Okay, what do we do from here? What do you want to add, Molly? All right. It's your world. I'm just living in it. Whatever you want to do. All right. Molly said add 2. Let's add 2. Y equals negative 4x. Minus 18. Now what? I heard it whispered over there. What do you guys want to do? Add 4x. Because I want to get ax plus by equals c. So then I would have 4x plus y equals negative 18. We feeling okay? All right. All right. You want to do one with parallel or perpendicular? Both. Number 8. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line described. Passes through this point parallel to that line. What's the first note that I need to make? Yeah, it's parallel, so my slope is what, Molly? Yeah. So I get my information I need from that line. My slope is -3. Very good. All right. And then I want slope-intercept form. So my answer, fudge. My answer needs to look like y equals mx plus b. All right, so there's my slope. Where do I go next? Plug it in. I like it. Into what? The one that I use every time?
Yeah.
So let's plug it into y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Good. All right. So there's x1, y1. And then we know what our slope is. So y minus 5 equals m, which is -3, times x plus 1. And then what? Distribute, combine like terms, and do all that fun process, right? So y minus 5 equals -3x minus 3. Add 5 to both sides. So I get y equals -3x. And then -3 plus 5 is going to be plus 2. So I get that. Okay. All right. Number 9. Passes through that point, perpendicular to y equals 4/3 x plus 5. Jillian.
So for the differences between number 7 and 8, we still use the point slope to find both things,
Mhm.
but if you were trying to find standard form for number 8, would you just add the 3x to the other side?
That's exactly right. Point slope form is like our go-to. We start there, and then we manipulate it the way that we need to get it into the form that they're asking for. So point slope is like, that's the go-to, okay? All right, I'm going to say one quick note about this one, and then you guys are going to finish it, and then tell me what you get as an answer. Passes through the point 0, 4, perpendicular to y equals 4/3 x plus 5. What is the important thing to note about this problem? Right. My slope has to be, it's perpendicular to the given line. So I can't necessarily use the slope that they give me, which is 4/3. I need my slope to be perpendicular to that. So what is the opposite reciprocal of 4/3? -3/4, right? Flip your fraction and then change the sign. Cool. Finish it. do that so you can remember what you did. This is a 4 at the bottom. I lied. This was a 4 before. So that's a 4, and then this is -3. Okay, cool. And then this was a y. Okay. So then just make sure you know that that's a y because it looks like you might have switched that to an x. And then get it to look like that. Can you do it? I don't know. I know that I am. I'm just looking at your, I'm not trying to, I'm looking at this, you move this over there. And then when you multiply everything by 4, you get 3. Yes, the 4 times, I think you divided on accident, it should be 16.
Oh, okay.
That was the other thing I was trying to catch, I was just trying to figure out what that was. How you feeling? Good? How you doing?
How you doing?
Wait, this one? Is that? Yeah. It should be -2 fifths, but your slope will be, because that's my half, so you did opposite reciprocal of that. So -2 fifths. Awesome. Nice. Okay, all right, let's see what we got up here. So now your next step. Split. Did you already finish it? This one? Okay, all right, let's go over it right now then. Okay. Let's sit with my boy Bryce. Okay, so we got our slope, which is -3/4. What did you guys do after that?
Plug it into.
Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, right? Okay, so y minus y1, go ahead and write it out. Okay, so x1, y1, and then my slope is -3/4. So y minus my y value, which is 4, equals m, which is -3/4 times x minus 0. All right, so then if I take some time to simplify that, -3/4, this is just going to be times x, right? Because x minus 0 is just x. What did you guys do after that? I saw you guys solved it a couple different ways, which is totally okay. But you guys guide me. Tell me, what do I do after this? Would you move stuff around? Would you get rid of the fractions? What would you do? We could add 4. Okay, I like it. Y equals -3/4 x plus 4.
Or add 3/4.
And then add 3/4 to the other side? Okay. 3/4 x plus y equals 4. So add 3/4 x. All right, and then what? I'm almost there. I need it in standard form, ax plus by equals c. But what do I have to get rid of?
Multiply everything by 4.
Multiply everything by 4, because I need to get rid of my fraction, right? So multiply everything by 4. And I would get 4 times 3/4 is just 3. Plus 4 times y is 4y equals 16. So 3x plus 4y equals positive 16 is what you should get for that one. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Okay.
Is it fine if you got rid of the fraction in the beginning?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because all my I was confused because I had 4y.
Did you end up with the same thing, Jillian?
Yeah.
You're good then. You're good. Okay, let's skip ahead to 11 and 12. All right, so 11, state the x and y intercept of the line, then sketch the graph using the intercepts. All right. There's a couple ways you can go about doing this. Jillian, what are you thinking?
Plug in 0.
Okay, so if I want to find my x-intercept, That means I need to plug in 0 for what?
Y.
For y. And if I want to find my y-intercept, I need, plug 0 in for x. All right, so if I plug it in for y, I would get 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 12. But 3 times 0 just gives me 0. So I would get that 2x equals 12, which gives me x equals what?
6.
Nice. All right. So then that means my x-intercept is 6, 0, which means I should move straight to my graph and plot that. So then 6, 0 is right there. And then let's do our y-intercept. So that means I need to plug in 0 for x, right? So 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 12. So 2 times 0 is going to give me 0, of course. So I would just get 3y equals 12. Divide by 3. Y equals 4. All right. So then that means my y-intercept is going to be at 0, 4. Okay, how many points do I need to plot a line? I got them. So let's plot it. All right. We okay there? I mean, that problem really hinges on you remembering that you got to plug in 0. So hats off to Jillian for that. You got to plug 0 in for x if you want to find your y-intercept. Plug in 0 for y if you want to find your x-intercept. Okay? All right. Let's just do this one together, and then I'll let you guys finish like the 2 problems we didn't do for homework. 3 problems, I think. All right. So y minus 4 equals 2/5 times x plus 5. What's my slope? 2/5. So we can just pick that right out of the problem. Same thing with our point. What's our coordinate point?
-4, negative. Or is it 4 negative?
Negative 5, 4. Because remember,
It's x.
right. I make that same mistake pretty commonly, but it should be -5, +4. Because remember, you got to switch the signs of those values. Okay? Okay, how do I graph this? Jillian, where do I start?
At -5, 4.
So -5, 4 at my point is where I start. And then what do I do?
You can either go up to right 5,
Or,
down to left.
yeah. And if I go down to left 5, I'll probably be off the graph. So let's do the first thing Jillian said. So up to left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. How many points do I need to plot a line? So we do it. Plot. Plot. All right, show of thumbs. How are we feeling? We okay? The only thing I'm nervous for is it's always easier when I'm like guiding the review. We need time to practice on by ourselves. Are we ready for a quiz tomorrow, or do we want it on Thursday?
Thursday.
I think we're ready, honestly. I just think we're ready, honestly. Those of you that were gone yesterday, I don't blame you for being like, please another day, because that's probably how we feel. But we're in here tomorrow, ready for a quiz, but if I decide to push it back, then I don't think anyone will be too mad about it, right? The other thing is it kind of wraps up the week nicely, right?
Yeah.
Because I unfortunately don't get the opportunity to teach you guys on Friday.
Why is
I'm just kidding. I'm so pumped about not having school. But either way, that would wrap up the week nicely if we do it on Friday. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Sound good? All right. Cool.
we have Friday parent teacher conferences?
No, it's NEOEA day, so you guys just get the day off. For us teachers, we're supposed to receive professional development that day.
I see. Why are you excited for that?
I'm not. Well, I'm just excited to not go to school. But like.